Shalom, brother Yashar. We're back with another video, giving all honor, glory, and praises due unto Yahawah, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem HaRakah Kadash. Let the elders that rule well be counted worthy of double honor, especially they who labor in the word and doctrine, and shalom to the nation of Israel. This story just popped up in my notifications, and it says Kerala floods. Death toll rises above 324 as rescue efforts intensifies. And more than 220 people are left displaced in southern India. Now, it's interesting because Kerala has one of the highest rate of Christians or so-called Christians in all of India. And if you're in the know, if you're in this truth, you know that we're scattered as Israelites. We're like a speckled bird. We look like all the nations, although our spirits are that of Israel. So it's interesting because prophecy's coming, and it starts with the nation of Israel first and foremost, right? So let's get into the article and get some scripts. It says, well, more than 324 people have died in the worst flooding in nearly a century. And a century is a period of 100 years, so that's pretty significant in the South Indian state of Kerala, right? You could read this article. You just got to go to Google and type in Kerala floods or whatever. I'm sure something will pop up and you can read it. Um, yeah, this is all stuff you could read on yourself. I'm more interested in the scriptures. So before I do get into the scriptures, though, I did want to just share some cool facts with you because Christianity in Kerala. Christianity is the third most practiced religion in Kerala, accounting for 18% of the population according to the Indian census. Now, this is all just like estimates. You know what I mean? We can't go off Esau's information or whatever, but this is just to give you a nice little picture that to go along with what I was saying, that Christianity is pretty big in Kerala, right? Although a minority, the Christian population of Kerala is proportionally much larger than that of India as a whole. A significant portion of the Indian Christian population resides in the state. And then you have pilgrimage sites, right? Now, this is cool, Saint Thomas, right? One of the 12 apostles. You know what I mean? They have sites and whatnot. So you definitely have Jakes there, man. You know what I mean? You definitely have Jakes. Like, look at all this stuff. Right? Look at all these so-called religious sites, and I say that with quotations, right? So look at this Jerusalem Retreat Center. Like, it's just wild. But anyways, let's get the scriptures. 'Cause enough of this. So it says here, no, that's a good one. I'll start off with Jeremiah chapter 12, verse 9. It says, Mine heritage is unto me as a speckled bird. The birds round about are against her. Come ye, assemble all the beasts of the field, come to devour. So Israel's like a speckled bird, man. We come in many different colors. That's cool. Like, who wants this? Who wants all to be monotone? You feel me? All the same. No, we all look different. We all, but we all have the spirit of a Jake. The spirit of the Most High, which is beautiful. That's what bonds us. The outside appearance, that doesn't really matter, man. It really doesn't. You gotta just try the spirit, and if it's the spirit of an Israelite, you welcome them no matter what they look like. All right, because the spirit, once you're in this thing, you're able to sense a person's spirit better and better each day. So you can have someone that comes up to you that looks like I know in GMS they like to use them as example, Shaft. All right, someone with dark skin, afro, etc., etc. They could come up to you and have the spirit of an Edomite, and you'll know right off back, man. One of those sisters, Tia and Tamira Maui, are the twins, are good examples of people that look like Jakes, but they actually have the spirit of an Edomite because their father is an Edomite, or their dad is an Edomite. So that's interesting information. So we definitely have Jakes in India, man. You know what I mean? Jake is everywhere, okay? I know Jake, finds any nation has attractive women to Jake. So you definitely know that Jake was popping women in Kerala, you feel me? And Israelites were the result. So anyways, this is Ezekiel chapter 36 verse 19. And I scattered them among the heathen, and they were dispersed through the countries. According to their way and according to their doings I judged them. That's the Most High speaking. You know, he scattered us amongst the heathen. That's why you have Jake in ever. You have Jake in the most obscure places. You have Jake in places where you think it would be mostly Edomites or mostly Elamites or whatever. You have Jakes in like Russia where you think like, what the fuck? Like, why would Jake be there? You have Jakes everywhere, man. In every country. I know this because we've been scattered to the four corners of the earth, man. You know what I mean? Anyways, and let's end it off with 1 Peter chapter 4 verse 17. For the time is come that judgment must begin at the house of Yahawah. And if it first begin at us, what shall the end be of them that obey not the gospel of Yahawah? Right? It's going to start with the elect man on down. Right? So the fact that we have this many of our brothers and sisters being killed in Kerala. Of course, you know, there's heathens mixed up in that that are actually Elamites, but I know for a fact there's Jakes that got judged in that flood, man. But you know, judgment. We're at the end times, nation of Israel. We're at the end times, so it's like if these signs don't worry you or like, yeah, I know India's pretty far, right? But it can easily happen in your backyard. It can easily happen in your town, your street, your city, at your house. All right? Because judgment doesn't stop until prophecy has been fulfilled. So I hope this has been edifying to you. This should just be another example of to get right, man, because you could be part of that 324 that got killed in a flood, nameless. You feel me? Just thrown into a mass grave. Or you can receive the crown of immortal life just by repenting and getting right with Yahawah, man. It's not too late. All right? Don't use your grace and liberty for stupidness, man. All right? We really don't have time for that now. That's not the season right now that we should be in. So